What up, y'all? I'm proud to announce the first official History of the Bay merch drop in collaboration with Mojo Brandon. You know I got the coldest hat game. You see me rocking Mojo Brandon's gear before. People are always asking me where they can get some of this stuff. Now is your chance. We're dropping these snapbacks in 2 different colorways with the official History of the Bay patch on the side on Friday, May 31st at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on mojo-labs.com. If you go to the site now and sign up for the VIP list, you'll get notified for early access, plus a discount on the hats. We're also going to put the link in the description. Don't sleep on this because once these hats sell out, they will not be available again. And trust me, they will sell out. So make sure you hit mojo-labs.com, sign up for that VIP list, and get ready for the drop on May 31st. What's up, everybody? This is Dregs One. Welcome to another episode of the History of the Bay podcast. Sponsored by the good people of Amoeba Music San Francisco, Dying Breed San Francisco. Also got a shout out STEM Social. Shout out to my boy Joshy from Rebel 8 for keeping me lace. Also got a shout out the man who's in the building today, Joski, HP Farms. We got some of this product, this premium flour. Right up front, you got to tap in with the fan for that. Behind the lens, we got King Said. On the boards, we got DEO. We right here at Official Business Studios, the best recording studio in San Francisco. And we have another legendary guest in the building. You should already know who this gentleman is. He's been making noise. I would say he's already established himself as a veteran of the San Francisco rap scene. And I got to show him extra love because he is from San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
And I'm talking about the one and only Prezi.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Chilling.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
For sure.
You already know.
For sure. Thank you for pulling up on us,
all
man.
Good.
But yeah, bro, you've been doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute now.
It's been a minute. It's been a while, you know. Sometimes I might take a break to get my mental health right, but I'm still here, man.
That's good. Yeah, I think you need to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Some people don't do that.
Yeah, and you see where they end up and how they end up, so.
Yeah, man. So you're in it for the long run.
Yeah, it's longevity.
Yeah.
Life, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, like, making memories and making sure that when we ain't here, that they remember us forever.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you got other stuff going on besides music, too, to keep you occupied.
Yeah, 100%.
Other sources of income.
Yeah.
Making money while you sleep?
Every time.
That's what it's all about, man. Well,
Sure.
I always start at the very beginning because this is the History of the Bay. And you actually been doing a little bit of a little podcast run recently.
Yeah, it just so happened that it just been working out that way. It ain't even like it's been planned. It's just been working out that way for me.
For sure. Well, this is about to be the best of all the interviews right here,
Let's do it, man. Let's
History
knock it
of
out.
the Bay, San
Knock it
Francisco.
out.
So tell everybody where you grew up exactly.
I grew up in San Francisco in the Hunters Point area on Harbor Road, the Harbor Road projects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I first went up there for my homeboy Dexter's birthday party in 5th grade.
5th grade?
Yeah. I was like, it's a little different.
Oh, it's a lot different on that hill. It's a lot different.
Yeah, man. You've talked about it a lot, but just, again, for people who've never been there,
Okay.
how would you describe Harbor?
Oh, man, Harbor. First and foremost is family. They only tell people about the bad, but they don't let y'all know about the good things that are going up there. It's like family orientated, You live up there, your family. I don't care how long you've been up there. If you got a house up there, your family, everybody together. But at the same time, it's just a lot of rough stuff that go on too, like that goes on everywhere else. But up there on that hill, the service is horrible. You ain't even got no service, so you get in trouble. You ain't calling no police, nothing like that. It's cool, but, it's rough, man. The same regular stuff that go on in every project, man.
Yeah, it's pretty far out there, like on the southeast side of the city.
Yeah.
Is your family from Hunters Point as well?
Everybody, my whole family, my grandma, she came from the South, but my mom was born in the Point. Every one of us was born in Hunters Point. My address been on Harbor Road my whole life. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Hunters Point is one of those communities where a lot of people got that family history that goes back a few years.
Sure.
Where'd you go to school?
Elementary, I went to 21st Century, right there on Silver, kind of like going towards San Bruno.
Yeah. It's like right there by the gas station, right?
Nah, it's on a hill, kind of like on Palouse and Silver.
Oh, okay, that direction.
Yeah, it's right there on the hill. Middle school, I went to Gloria R. Davis, right there in the point, in the heart of the point. And then high school, I went to like 3 or 4 different high schools. Kicked out.
Got the boot.
I went to Lincoln.
I went to Lincoln.
Thurgood.
I got the boot from Lincoln, too.
Yeah, see, I left Lincoln, though, because Lincoln was so far. I used to have to get up at 5:30. Yeah. And then I actually thought I was doing pretty good at Lincoln. My 10th grade year, first year there, I thought I was doing pretty good. And I got that report card. That thing said 0.80. And I said, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Oh, no.
That lasted a semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of like a common story in the city is bouncing around different schools, different areas. We just had a little Bean on the podcast.
Right.
We was talking about riding the Muni.
Muni.
You got any stories from riding the Muni?
Man, everything happened on the Muni. Every single thing that happened on the Muni. We done got so many fights on the Muni. Man, that Muni days, boy. Muni get scary, but it be cool too, though. If Muni get scary, they get cool.
It get cool. You might meet a nice young lady on
sure.
that bus.
That Muni, the back of the bus get to cracking. The back of the bus get to rocking. I got so many stories. I got so many stories about the Muni, but we be here all day. But that Muni, boy, and I ain't wrote the Muni in so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to get back on me. I can't even do BART. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I'm a germophobic, so.
Oh yeah.
I grew up, I'm a germaphobe now.
Yeah. They do not clean those seats on BART, ladies and gentlemen.
They don't clean it on Muni, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you be sitting there touching the same thing that a million people touch. Mm-hmm. Ain't good.
Well, we just had to go through that real San Francisco rundown, man. If you ain't never rode on Muni, if you can't say which schools you went to, I don't know if you're really from the city, man.
Yeah. What school you went to? What Muni? What Muni went through your hood?
Yeah, what's your main Muni line that you was on? Because I was on the M Ocean View.
I was on that 54 Felton.
Come on,
it's my
now.
bus.
That's what's up, bro. So, what kind of kid were you, man, growing up? What was your childhood like?
Oh, I was a cool little dirty kid running around. Filthy. Same shoes for the whole school year. Same clothes for a week at the schoolhouse. I ain't wash them. Regular little project kid, man. I grew up rough, man. But it was cool, though. I didn't get too much trouble, nothing like that. I always been respectable. Mom's taught me that principle in life. You got to give respect to get it. So I always been respectable. My brother always taught me. One thing that my brother taught me was, like, growing up, you ain't had to beef with nobody just because they from a certain area, Like, be your own man. Because everybody else gonna beef just because they from here. If somebody from here that you know they cool, be cool. You know what I'm saying? So, growing up, I was always respectable. That's it.
Yeah, it's dope. That's important to know how to carry yourself and learn that from a young age.
For sure.
Yeah. Man, sorry, I spaced out real quick. Get a little contact time, man. Joski, HP Farms. I don't even smoke like that and it's cloudy. What age did you start getting into music?
Always been around music. I got 2 older brothers. One of my brothers 8 years older than me. One of them 4. So, my oldest brother liked mystical. He liked it he was like a big No Limit fan. And I was so young at the time. I remember we went to the, right there on 3rd and Oakdale, they had the tape store. I forgot what was it called, Ski? The record shop right there on 3rd and Oakdale. And I remember I was so young. It was probably like 99 or something. And we went in the store and I tried to get the Lil Wayne, his tape. It was on tape. And he was like, man, is your mama gonna let you listen to this? And he's like, man, I'm not giving you this. He basically didn't want to sell it to us. My brother had me with it. He like, man, I know your mama ain't about to let you listen to this tape. Like, so I've been a fan of music my whole life. Like, just.
What about, because we got our own thing going on here in the Bay. and especially in San Francisco.
Right.
What's the first Bay Area music that you remember hearing?
First Bay Area music probably was like 40. That I can remember as far back. My uncle was like a big E40 fan. So like anytime I was with my uncle, all he played was like E40. But then at the same time, too, though, now I'm thinking about it, Big Block Records, man. Sugar Bear. Man.
Bear.
Yeah.
The Road to Riches.
Road to Riches, man. He was standing right there in the middle of Harbor and Northridge, knelt down with the money street. That was raw to me. Like, I thought that, like, that was something different. Now I think about it, Road to Riches.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because damn near every neighborhood in Frisco got its own rap history, too.
Right.
Harbor Road has a real extensive rap history.
Super.
Some of the first.
Yeah.
RBL Posse.
Yeah, RBL Posse.
And then I believe Sugar Bear probably came slower. They were rapping around the same time, but...
Yeah.
And then I believe Herm lived on Harbor.
Herm Louis, shout out Herm Louis.
Now this compilations. Shout out to Uncle Herm, man.
Herm.
And then, Big Block Records was a whole movement as well.
Yeah.
So all that stuff was influential to you.
Super. Like to this day, I ain't got my jewelry right now, but on every piece of my jewelry, I got the Muscle Man. That's the Big Block logo, the music logo. Not for no game related, just for the music. Talking about music, man. Yes. I was a big fan of the music. So, to this day, I got the logo, the emblems on my pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. This episode of the History of the Bay podcast is sponsored by TPP in partnership with Lost Soul Courier Collective. Last year, over 800 people died from overdoses in San Francisco, and communities across the world are dealing with this issue. That's why it's important to carry naloxone, which can be used to treat overdoses in emergency situations. If you are in need of Narcan, you can get free delivery in San Francisco by calling or texting 415-275-1922. For more information, contact Tracy H415 on Instagram, visit lostsoulcouriercollective.org, or click the links in the description of this episode. This episode of History of the Bay is brought to you by STEM Social. Y'all know me. I'm always working hard on the podcast, the content, the music, the business, everything. I need all the support I can get. It's important that I stay at my peak mentally and physically. And STEM Social's 5 mushroom complex is a healthy, organic, natural boost. The capsules contain extracts from turkey tail, reishi, cordyceps, chaga, and lion's mane mushrooms. This combination delivers immune support, cognitive enhancement, and overall vitality. Check out the 5 mushroom complex at stemsocial.io or check out the links in the description. What point do you start getting into writing and recording and things like that?
So it's crazy because on Harbor we had a 4-bedroom. So as everybody get older, people start moving out. So it was just me, my mom, my sister. We had an extra room, and then my older brother, he was living with his girlfriend, but he came across some studio equipment. So he ended up putting it in the empty room that we had. So everybody used to come to the house and just record, but at this time, I was probably like 16, 17. We used to just play around with it. I never took it serious or nothing. And then once I got older, we had our own studio. I forgot what that street was in the back cuts by the little, what that said, see, our studio we had. Yeah, back there on McKenna in the back, we had our own studio. So being in there so long around all the rappers, I knew how to rap. But I didn't like the limelight, I didn't like the spotlight. So I try to play the background, but it just happened for me for real. And start rapping, just roll with the punches for real.
Right. So what kind of, we say studio equipment, what did you have? What did you start off with?
He just had I can't even tell the names of it. He had like one of them little boxes. We had a mic, a computer, and one of them little boxes.
Oh, the
inbox.
Yeah,
we had one of them little boxes, and it was like 4 or 5 pieces that we had. The box, the mic, we had the cord going in the closet, put some little egg things in the closet. We in there just messing around for real, just doing what we seen on TV for real.
Hell yeah, that's how a lot of people start out.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, would you say you got involved in the streets?
Yeah, of course. It's kind of like mandatory thing there. Like growing up in the middle of it, it's a certain few people that wiggle through it, but it's really hard to like not be in it, if you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's putting it like that. What would you say is like the main influence that pushed you in that direction?
My brothers, my brother, my oldest brother, he wiggled through it. He wasn't involved in the streets. But the brother that I actually looked up to was like, you know, out there in the streets. So it was kind of just like it was exciting a little bit to me to watch him, how he moved. And then it's like all my partners we all live in the same area, so we seeing the same everything. So eventually we just start adapting to our neighborhoods for real. And that's just how that just came about for real.
Did it feel like pressure, or is it something that just kind of came natural?
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure because it's like when you leave off the hill, when you meet somebody new, the first thing they ask you is where you from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you ain't with nothing and you be like, oh, I stay on Harbor, it is automatically assumed like, oh, you one of those.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So then it becomes like, all right, hold on. I don't like that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So when you get back, hey, man, why was somebody gonna ask me where I'm from, you know? So now it's like, who? I mean, we about to go up to the school, or we about to, you know, we don't try, like, that's how it be going for real, but.
Yeah, shit can happen that quick, right?
Fast,
mm-hmm.
Fast. So it just be what it be.
And it's kind of also too, like you said, once you step outside, it's common to get, it's easy to get tested. San Francisco's a small city,
for sure.
So you can bounce from like neighborhood to like
exactly.
You said, fast.
I remember the first day I actually felt like I got put in it for real. I was probably like 11, 12. Spike Lee came out here, and we was shooting the movie To the Sucker Free. I'm in that movie.
Oh, okay.
And he was on Harbor at first, and then I remember I swear, man, I said, where we going? He said, oh, we about to go over to this park right here. And I said, yeah. He said, y'all cool over there? I said, yeah, I'm cool. We can go over there. I'll never forget, them chumps was surrounded. They was surrounding that building. But I mean, I ain't really, some of my partners, they already kind of in it a little bit, but I wasn't really in it like that. So they was surrounding the building, and then they specifically asked my name. And one of my partners came and like, hey, man, they asked about you. So I'm like, all right. So they was on me though. So but my mama was right there, so I stood right next to Moms. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you a kid, everybody gonna touch you with Moms. So as soon as Moms dropped us back off, me and my partners got together, we walked right back over there. And was just, you know, we was doing kid stuff at the time. Like, it was cool.
Mm-hmm. So you just got up with them boys real quick. So.
We was trying, but we didn't end up knocking it up. But we went over, had like a little kid stare off. I remember like we had a kid little stare off at the end of the alley. It was like cool.
Well, that's where it starts, right? Because at a certain point, you kind of got to develop like defense mechanisms.
Exactly.
If you can't stand up for yourself and that becomes your reputation, then
exactly.
That's what's going to happen to you all the time.
Nah, for sure.
But at a certain point, too, I feel like you said, it starts off like with kids shit, and then pretty quickly it gets serious.
Oh, it escalates.
Yeah.
Fast.
I'd say Frisco's a pretty crazy place, bro.
You know what? I be feeling like it ain't that crazy. When I go to other places, they tell me how crazy it is out here.
Yeah.
But and it's messed up because like I'm so used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't be seeing it.
It's different. It's not like if you go to like the South Side of Chicago.
Right.
That's like miles and miles and miles of like hood shit. It's different gangs damn near block to block.
Exactly.
It looks hella different.
Right.
We got $1 million views like even in Harbor, right?
Harbor, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's just like a different style to it, but just my memories of growing up, this shit was like fucking, I would say, it was pretty fucking violent, bro.
Sure.
And drugs, all that. Just, it was a crazy place, bro. You just see crazy shit.
Nah, for sure.
From a young age.
Yeah, but like I say, it's messed up because then got so used to seeing it. Mm-hmm. It don't even like bother me. Like I was thinking the other day, like the life that we live, it's so normal to us, but it's really not normal. Like the stuff that I went through, I would never want none of my kids to experience. Like I done been to so many funerals. And I ain't even talking like old people funerals. Like, you know, like that's what funerals are for. Like older people, like, you know, like stuff that just happens. We done been to so many funerals. It's like crazy. Like loved ones partners who ain't never coming back and you don't even understand. You just think it's normal when you really sit down and think like, I ain't gonna never see bro again. Like,
yeah, it's not regular. That's not a regular way to grow up.
We think it's regular.
Yeah.
So we
I didn't really trip off it till I moved to the burbs for the first time, and I stepped outside like, oh, it's quiet.
Right.
There's no sirens.
No nothing.
Everybody's friendly. Yeah. I could leave my car door unlocked, and I ain't got to worry about nothing.
Exactly.
Oh, this is different.
Exactly.
Well, at a certain point, you mentioned when you were a kid, you didn't really get into trouble, but at a certain point, I believe once you became an adult, you got into some serious situations.
Yeah, man, as I caught my first pistol case at 18, didn't go to juvenile, so I was cool up until I turned 18, so I was an adult, so mommy can't come save you.
Right.
Caught a pistol case at 18, caught another pistol case, ended up fighting a homicide case for a few months. Just dealing with the shit, the stuff that go on in the environment, man. Just being a product of my environment.
Yeah, when you talk about, I've talked about this with other people before, even on this podcast, but something like a pistol charge, I guess in the eyes of the court, that's considered like a violent crime, damn near, right?
Yeah, but the first pistol charge is a misdemeanor.
Okay, it's your first offense.
It's your first offense.
But for your perspective, I'm sure it's more like a self-defense situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like feeling like you had to keep it on you for...
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. 'Cause, I mean, it get wild. So it's like if you don't, I was taught it's better with than without.
Right. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that over the years.
For sure.
Do you feel like that at the time you got in those situations, you understood what type of consequences you would be looking at?
Yeah and no. And I say that to say it's like when you carrying pistol, you don't think about the consequences for real. You don't think about it till you gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just go with your day as just normal. Like it's a normal day. You grab your gun, however you choose to carry it. You ain't thinking about if I get caught with this, I'm about to go do some time. You ain't thinking about it till it's time to think about it.
Or the consequences of actually having to use it.
Yeah. People don't understand, like, it's different. Like, using that thing is a whole nother ballgame.
If you could relive those situations over again, is there anything you would do differently? Just being more mature and having more understanding now.
When I caught my first pistol case, I didn't listen to my first mind. I told myself to leave it in the house right quick and then come back and grab it. But I just being cocky, not even tripping, like, man, I'm not leaving it. You know what I mean? And then as soon as I left out my house, like 10 seconds later, I ended up getting pulled over by the police. Like, it happened that fast. Yeah, so it's like, listen to my first mind.
Sometimes I feel like when you get caught for shit, it's like it's your time to get caught for shit.
Like, stuff be happening, like, I don't know, like, stuff be happening, like, in the craziest ways, and you would be like, dang, if I didn't have it this time, something bad, it could have went worse, or if I did, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pay attention to the signs of life, for real.
Right. So when you were fighting the homicide, you were in Bruno?
Yeah, I was in Bruno.
Okay, that was the first time being...
That was my first time really sitting in jail for that long. I did 4 months, so I never did longer than 2 days before. But it was rough as far as like mentally. Like I'm saying, I was in there with all my partners, so it was cool in that aspect, but mentally it was taking a toll on me a little bit because I was away from my daughter for real. That was the only thing that was bothering me. But I knew I wasn't about to tell nobody or nothing like that to get out the situation. Hey, man, that's what we signed up for. And, you know what I'm saying? No turning back now. So
yeah,
it just was what it was.
Well, also, so for those who don't know, San Bruno is San Francisco's county jail.
Yeah, county.
I believe it's the oldest jail in California.
Nah, so it's a whole new one. They rebuilt it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's closed down now.
Okay.
It's a whole new.
But that was the...
That was. Yeah, that was.
Okay. Yeah. I only went to Bruno to visit somebody. I was never a guest. So your baby mama was expecting while you were locked up?
No. My daughter was 3 when I went to jail.
Your daughter was already born.
3.
Oh,
but when they came and got me at the house, she was there. She remember that to this day. She's 10 now. She still remember that.
Yeah. So that time, you get your missing moments.
I missed her 3rd birthday party.
Yeah.
I missed her 3rd birthday party, and I was sick by it. She was 2, actually. I missed her 3rd birthday party.
When you actually got out, Was there a feeling like, I gotta do something different?
No, it was a feeling like, I'm that nigga.
He was feeling good, like,
it was a feeling like,
the case.
But it was just like, people don't, I don't know, that breath of fresh air when you walk out that county feel a little different.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because my lawyer, when I was getting out, she had came to see me. She said, don't get out of here feeling like you that dog. Like, get out here with a level head, don't get too cocky.
Wait. So let's dive into that. What gave you that feeling? The fact, like, was it a reputation type of thing? Was it the fact that you did your first little small bit and handled it? Was it just the fact
it's the fact like you come up from up under it. Like, usually people either don't come from up under it. Most of the time they don't, or they take a little time and it just felt like, you kind of feel like unstoppable for real for a minute. But then it's just like your first little moments, like, I just walked that off.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't had to tell nobody, I ain't had to do nothing faulty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like...
You were mentally prepared that you might end up
I told my brother, he was telling my man, if they offer us 9, we gonna take it. I said, you gonna take it by yourself? They gonna have to give me every bit of time that I do. I'm not taking nothing.
You took it to trial?
No, but I ended up beating it before we even got to trial. Okay. Yeah, I ended up beating it before we got to trial.
Okay.
They didn't want to go further with it.
No, that definitely must have been a good feeling there.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah. But at the same time, it was like mentally, it felt good to beat the case, but at the same time, it was like, now I was so cautious. So I was like, also like, I like, like you ask my girl, anywhere we go, it's like, I'm extra, like, and she, like, females don't be understanding that, like, why you like this? Why you move like, man, it's like, any second could be your last second. You gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
Like, like this, it's serious. So now I know, like, it just helped me to understand that life is serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to every single detail of life, for real. You can't ignore no signs.
Yeah, how old were you when that happened?
I was 25. I just had turned 25. It was like 2 weeks after my birthday, I went to jail.
Yeah, that's pretty young, man.
Yeah.
That's a good time in life to learn a lesson like that. Like, this ain't no fucking game.
Nah, for real. Yeah. But at the same time, it just be like, man, life throws stuff at you sometimes, and, it's however you choose to deal with it. It's however you choose to deal with it, man.
Those are the situations that make you who you are.
Situations, like, we don't, most of the time, we don't really choose the situations that come at us, so it all depends on how your situation go.
Absolutely. I like this conversation, bro, because I think it's important for people to understand the reality.
For sure. For sure.
Very often, these types of situations are glorified.
Ain't nothing to glorify, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real. Like, growing up, like, when you in your late teens and your early 20s, like, we brainwashed to feel like everything that be going on be cool. But as I got older, I started to realize, like, man, like, boy.
So at what point did you feel like that start to click?
I say within like the last few years, for real. Just like once I start traveling and like start being able to do stuff, like start being a man and start really like understanding like mama can't pay my bills. Like, like I don't want to ask nobody for nothing. I gotta be a man. Like you start understanding like hanging out and chilling with your partners all day ain't gonna get you no money, for real.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it kind of like was, like I say, like with me, I kind of got it, like the bad ways. Cause it's like, once I start rapping, right, and I actually start getting some money, and I'm not hanging around no more, now to certain people, I'm acting funny now. Oh, you ain't hanging around, you ain't. Nah, I just got stuff to do. I can't take you with me everywhere I go. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, you should be trying to do something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, get, like, come with me when time presents. Like, I don't be wanting to bug people with my problems, like, or, come with me, I'll drag you with me, because I ain't trying to take care of you. We all, I got stuff I got to do, too.
Yeah, if you have ambition, you can't really afford to be around people who don't.
Exactly.
And if you're choosing people to be part of your circle and you're going in a direction that you're going, you got to be around people who are going to help you get there.
Yeah.
And not, you can't waste your energy trying to pull them back up.
Exactly. Because realistically, when you're in the streets, a lot of people want to see you win, but more people don't want to see you win because everybody want to be that person. It's always like a why it ain't me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The most fucked up thing is you realize your biggest haters will be people that you was close to.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because I think it's hard for people to recognize, wait, hold on, we was right here.
We was right here. How he up here?
And I'm still
Oh,
here.
man.
Matter of fact, I'm down here now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the camera.
Prezi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck Prezi.
Hey, look, I hear that so much. Hey, man. Hey, but you know what I tell it? It don't even bother me, man. Because the ones that love me, I want people to love me before I was Prezi. I don't want you to love me because of what I got or what you feel like I can do for you. Love me because I'm a good, genuine person.
Well, that's how you know you really doing something when you get used to it.
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
And my bro tell you, this just come, hey, man, I'm used to it. I don't care. Hey, man, please. I would prefer that people not like me so that way they don't ask me for nothing.
Yeah, for facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's cool.
So when you started making those changes, like, was music the thing that led you in that direction?
Not really. Because the music industry is tricky now. Like, now you gotta, like, go do something to pop and rap. Like, you know, like, you gotta feel like you gotta go slide or something to be lit and rapping. So it became like seeing how the way the rap game started going and start kind of not being fun no more.
Oh, so you're still kind of wilding even when you were getting...
Oh, for sure.
Really?
I was still in the streets. When I started rapping and I started going up, I was still outside. So
was that song Do Better the thing that really kicked it off for you?
Yeah, that was really my first song.
And it was mixed right here, right?
Oh, yeah. D.O. did that. Yeah, we sent it over to him.
That's what's up.
Yeah, hey, D.O. will tell you, so when we did the remix, I told him, man, leave the remix just like the song. I don't want all the... You know, sometimes I be feeling like artists do too much when the remix and it start taking the feel away from the song. I'm like, bro, just have it like a regular song. Just put their verse on. We ain't gonna put too many drops, too many beat changes, none of it. Just leave it. It worked out.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a Bay Area classic, man.
Classic.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. I feel like that's, like, my eyes, the biggest song in the city by far. And in the Bay Area, it's one of the biggest.
Facts in a long time, at least. Yeah.
If we're talking numbers, we can look at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We can check the numbers.
Hello.
We can check the score. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how did that song come about?
Just being in the studio and just, like, it's crazy. It was no blueprint to it. It just kind of just happened, bro. Like, I can't even explain it.
And you just threw it up.
Just threw it up. When we put it out, we wasn't expecting nothing that it did. We wasn't expecting. It was just like, let's throw it out there and see. Because realistically, my big bros who I was doing music with, they was into music so much, they just wanted somebody from their neighborhood to rap. And this whole time they trying to find, like, okay, who can be that?
Let's break that down real quick, because we talked earlier about RBL, Sugar Bear, Big Block Records. There was
between
Llama. He's also from Harbor.
He's from Harbor too, yeah.
Okay.
I was in the Body Bags video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of a gap between y'all era and the original music that was coming out from Harbor.
Super big gap. RBL was like early 90s. Big Block Records, Sugar, and it was like late 90s. And then once they went to the feds, it was like nothing for so long as far as music-wise. And then Llama, I say, was the first one to really pop. You know, Ski and them was doing their thing, though, too, with Bread Me Out Records, and we used to pay attention to that. That was, like, to me, like, they was famous in my eyes. Like, I remember they had posters and everywhere. Like, that was, like, next level to me. And they was doing their thing, but Llama was the one that his Body Bags ended up popping and ended up going crazy.
And then, so you came not too long after that.
Yeah.
Do you think there was a specific thing that really turned that song up?
The hook, the lyrics of the hook, man. Just the realness of it, the feel of it. You know, you don't really get too much music that feel like that. Like that, I really got, like, I could show you a million messages from a million people and be like, man, you don't know how much that song inspired me.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, you don't know how much that song made me get up and go do something. You don't know how much that song made me feel like I wasn't good enough, or I need to be better, or, like, you know? Like a million, like, to this day, though, somebody actually got the lyrics tattooed on his whole arm. I got a picture of it on my phone.
I just saw you got it as well.
Nah, I got the logo right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the logo right there.
Wow. Yeah, I bet you get a lot of messages like, damn, bro, I'm fucking up.
I got a bunch of those too, but you know what's crazy, man? Like the jailhouse is where like the love, the jailhouse, it's like so many people from jail be like, bro, that song helped me get through so many nights being locked up, and that song helped me, and, you know, like everything about it, just, they loved it. You know, and I just got out of jail, so when I say like I was whipping meals through a garbage bag, I really was cooking my food, putting it right in that garbage. Like motherfuckers who go to jail or been in jail, they know like, oh, that's really how you cook your food. Like, so like, they understood it. Yeah,
that hook is
legendary.
Powerful. And your verse as well.
No, for sure.
Because you're touching on pretty much every
life
situation. Yeah.
It's real life. But I feel like back then I wasn't as good as a rapper as I am now. So when I don't be liking really hear my verse, even though everybody like it, I just be so.
No, I know what you mean.
Like, you know how some just sound like so. Like the hook is just, the hook is the hook. Like it's stamped. You can put that on a song right now to this day and it's gonna blend in. I feel like my verse is kind of like older version of my rapping.
It's not the most lyrical verse, but it's your energy on there is, is very powerful. I think sometimes the cool thing about music is that you can capture what you're going through and what you're feeling. It just comes out.
It just exactly
music.
Exactly.
So that turned things up pretty quick for you. Signed to Empire.
Yeah.
Remix that you just mentioned popped off. Some pretty big names on there.
Yeah.
And then, but you're still in the streets. You said around that time.
I was still in the streets around that time. I was still out there. I was still. You can pull up on Harbor and come see me. I done had a million fans come to Harbor just to come see me.
Really?
I'm out here.
Just randomly,
Hit me on Instagram. Can we bring the kids up there? Of course. Y'all safe. It's good. Y'all up here with me. You know, come on. I'm right here in the projects. Right here in the projects.
Was there, so we were kind of talking about it earlier, but I was just curious if there's anything specific that made you switch that up a little bit.
Just getting older. Kids, you know? Kids. One thing my son mom told me, she said, you go to jail, Mom, I ain't bringing my son up there to come see you. And I was like, huh? But I had to think about her, you know, like her mindset of that, like, bro, like, you know, like, you don't be needing to see that. Like, and I had to think, like, damn, like, I wouldn't even, you know, it hurted me. My daughter used to come up there. I used to have physical visits with her. And when it's time for me to go, one day she was like, I'm coming back there with you. So when my baby mama told me that, like, man, you know, it just like, I had to start thinking, like, I do got to be here for my kids. They number one over anything. I don't care how you feel. You know what I'm saying? My kids is number one. Anybody. My kids is first. Before me. So, you know, just start getting older and start understanding, like, my son watch everything I do. My daughters pay attention to me. I do no wrong. And my daughter's eyes, you can't tell them nothing wrong about their daddy. They ain't going to believe you.
Yeah.
My son, it's different. He watches everything I do. He imitates it. If I go do a certain little gesture with my hands, I catch him doing it. So it's like I had to start paying attention to that. Like, okay, like I can't keep putting myself out there like that.
So you got more to focus on than just yourself.
Yeah, I was thinking about myself. So now it's like when you start thinking about everything besides yourself, you start realizing like, oh, okay, hold on.
Right. Well, you mentioned too that like, when I talk to like younger artists on here, a lot of their stories is like, I just posted the song and shit went crazy. But then once you get into the music business, you see shit's different. I think also too, when did Do Better come out? Like 2017?
2017, yeah.
So damn, it was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So a lot of shit has changed since then. Everything. So it's not really the kind of, I mean, I guess sometimes, but not really the kind of climate where you could just throw something on YouTube or Instagram and then it goes crazy. What do you think about the music business, bro, now that you've been in it for this long?
You're gonna meet a lot of fake people.
You said what?
You're gonna meet a lot of fake people.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it.
You're gonna meet a lot of people who wanna be around you when you're hot. Once you have a cool off period, you ain't gonna see a lot of people. It's a user's game, you know? It ain't really too many, you're gonna meet a few genuine people, but you ain't gonna meet too many genuine people.
Goddamn. Let's talk about it, bro. because this is some shit I deal with all the time.
Nah, for sure.
We can break down each part of what you just said. We're going to start with the fake people.
Okay.
Talking about, without naming names, obviously, because, you know, we don't do no messy shit on the History of the Bay podcast. Although we could, at least I could air a few people out right now for being fake, right? But we ain't going to do all that, right? But you talking about artists, people on the business side,
and the whole
people maybe claiming some in the streets and in the music.
Man, everything go hand in hand, man. It's just your partners start looking at you different. Everybody feel you acting different. Your rap friends, they be your friends at the moment, and then some people think rap friends be like your real friends. It's a difference.
Yeah.
People start politicking. People want to, I did a song with him, so now I gotta be where he from. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that.
Wait.
A lot of people do that.
Do a song with someone.
You would do a song with somebody, and then all of a sudden now you got their politics problems now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that just be coming from people don't be their own man. I'd never put myself in other rapper politics ever in my life.
Yeah.
I don't care where you're from. I do a song with you. Don't associate me with whichever politics that got going. I don't play like that.
Right.
I got my own, I got my own stuff to worry about.
Right.
A lot of people don't move like that though. Like 98% of rappers don't. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean, Prezi. Yeah. I've dealt with similar situations, bro.
People got to link up. You got to feel like your projects got to be together now. If y'all do a song, we clicked up.
Yeah. My thing is, hey, man, if you got a problem with somebody else, then why are you talking to me?
You hear me?
I think you should go handle that and get off what you're mad at, as we used to say.
You go do a song with somebody from Alaska or something, and the city of Prezi, that nigga Prezi a sucker. Like, You'd be like, boy, you could have just left that out. You could have been talking about straight music. People want to include politics and everything. That's fun.
We talked about that on this podcast. We were just talking about that with Big Mac, who's also from Hunters Point.
Right.
And he was mentioning how he was in the studio with RBL.
Right.
And 11-5, who's from Oakdale. And it was pretty much understood that, like, this is just music.
Right.
This don't affect what's going on out there.
Respectfully.
But I feel like, at least in San Francisco, because that's what I see and what I hear about through the grapevine, that shit's a little different these days.
Super.
And it's not the same kind of unity in music, and people have a hard time separating the music from the streets.
Exactly.
Do you think that's holding our rap scene back right now?
Super, because it's like, if we had somebody to pop from the city, right, we gonna pull him down before we push him up. No matter, like, people don't think of the bigger picture. People think of, like, that could be me. Let's stop him so I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And it hinders everybody else's judgment, because I might deal with some people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going around smutting your name. You rapping, you starting to blow, and I'm smutting your name. The hate spread from that point. You know what I'm saying? And then once you start hating, you don't want to listen to nobody's music if you don't like them. You don't want to listen to nobody's music.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of crabs in the bucket, man.
It's a lot. A bunch of them.
The other thing you said is people be around you when you're hot, and then when you cool off, you see the distance.
Yeah.
I can imagine that when Do Better came out and was starting to blow up.
Right.
It's probably, it gets tired is like people who want shit from you. Let me get a verse. Pull up and do this. And like, but then, like you said, if you take if they see in their mind, yeah.
But let me say one thing about me though. When Do Better was hot, I was the same way, like I am now. I didn't want to hang with people. I don't want you to think I'm friendly. People be too, I don't want you, like, the same partners that I been cool with in rap before, when Do Better was hot, I'm still cool with them now. Because I didn't want to just go around and be hanging around rappers and just be trying to mingle and trying to fit. I ain't like that. I got my own partners that I'm chilling with, We doing this our way. But the same ones that I was cool when I was hot, the same ones I'm still cool with now.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So I never try to fit in. So when people try to fit in, they just try to go, I got a hot song, be in your face. course. Okay, you got a hot song, yeah, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, it's a rap friend. That ain't your partner, that's your rap partner.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as, everything start, they go too. But I ain't had that problem because I ain't want to hang with people. People think probably like, Prezi ain't that friendly, or Prezi don't mess with us, or Prezi don't be, that's just how I am. It don't even be nothing personal. I just don't want to hang around a lot of people.
Yeah, I think that's an important lesson, man. Like, everybody ain't your friend.
Everybody is not your friend, bro.
We're all in the entertainment business.
Exactly.
We're all business associates. Exactly. That doesn't make us all buddy and brother all the time. Certain people you do click with.
Exactly.
Certain people you don't.
Exactly.
And hey, that's fine and dandy,
exactly. Like everybody that's on that remix, I still can call right now.
Dope.
Promise you.
Dope.
Peezy, Phil, Mozzy. Mozzy just sent me a verse yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Shout out Mozzy.
You've mentioned that he played a pretty big role in your
For sure.
Story.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's like the rap game's so fake. Like somebody else, like say if there was the case and I was a fake, I wouldn't even acknowledge that. But I'm acknowledging it though. Like I know he did and I embrace it.
Right.
I tell him all the time I appreciate him. Like, everybody though. Like everybody who I, then came across who I feel with Jim, and I always tell them I appreciate them. Everybody on the remix, I always tell them I appreciate you.
That's dope.
Because everybody played their valuable part in that song.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to sit here and be like, man, them niggas just jumped on it. I'm not, you ain't gonna never hear me say that. You know what I'm saying? I needed every single one of them who was on that song. I needed everybody.
Right.
We made it happen.
Hell yeah. That's dope, bro.
So.
Well, you dropped the album after that.
Yeah.
Dropped a couple albums since then. But you mentioned it at the beginning that there's some points where you fell back.
Yeah.
Music a little bit. And you just dropped a song.
I just dropped a song 2 days ago.
Larry June.
Me and Larry June, yeah.
Shout out to Larry June.
Yeah, Larry June from our projects too.
Right.
Yeah, his daddy, when I was a kid, his daddy was like somebody in our projects.
Hell yeah.
He was a kid, just like me. We born the same year. We like a month apart.
Mm-hmm.
But he from there.
So you're still busting moves, busting plays.
Yeah. At times, sometimes I fall back, and mentally I don't be right, and I ain't afraid to say that. Sometimes mentally I go through my own little ordeals, and I be having to get myself together. But for the most part, I got the people around me. I got real, genuine members around me. So it'd be like, they don't let me get, just fall 100% back. It's like, take your time, bro. But it's time to get back to business.
Hell yeah.
And I gotta remember that too. Like, all right, I'm established regardless of how long, do better ain't hide no more. I'm still established. I can drop something that people still gonna listen to it just because it's me. And I'm grateful and blessed to even have that. And that's what people be having to remind me. Like, bro, you somebody, you ain't just you know what I mean? Like, you mean something.
Absolutely. I mean, that's pretty cool, bro. Like, some people have a hit song that's just based on fucking dance or something.
Yeah.
Which is cool, too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but the way that you establish your career is based on something that really
real life
resonates with people in the heart.
Exactly.
And I say this a lot on this podcast. I feel like that's the best music to make, y'all.
For sure.
Make some shit that's true to you. Make some shit that can
feel good.
Feel good. Get people through some hard times, and it's still bumping.
Exactly.
Because that track is bumping. I love that.
It's still.
Love that big ass bass line on there. That's my shit on there.
Every time I perform it, it's like,
hell yeah,
they gonna go crazy every time, no matter where I'm at.
Yeah. But in terms of your future goals, bro, what are you looking to accomplish right now in the music?
It just, right now, I've really been in the studio recording and just actually having a plan behind it. When I first was rapping, we didn't have no plan. We were just rapping. Now it's like, realistically, in the music business, you gotta have a plan behind every record that you drop.
Yeah.
You gotta have you gotta have a visual. You gotta have some type of route that you wanna go with it. And for a long time, it was just record, drop. Don't drop no music for a while. Record it, drop, don't drop. Now it's actually all right, record this. Now we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this behind this. We're gonna do that. Now it's it's more of an understanding of the music business a little more now. Yeah,
I think a lot more artists are starting to realize that.
Yeah.
Because I I don't know. I think that whole era, like you said, just drop it.
Record and drop.
I think that shit's kind of done for. I mean, you can still, you never know. Shit happens all the time, right?
Right.
Might be TikTok or someone picks up your shit and reposts it and it goes crazy. But I think, like, because the era I grew up listening to music was albums that people really pushed. You had to.
For sure.
You had to invest hella money into that shit. You had to go campaign that shit.
Exactly.
You had to really keep giving people a reason to tap into it. And I think that's coming back now.
Right.
And I think that's a good thing because now it's going to push people to make music that's more powerful, more impactful, more thought out.
Exactly.
And it's going to give the audience a better experience than some of this throwaway shit that some people have been doing.
Exactly.
So that being said, bro, I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Bro. Hell yeah. Anytime you need this platform support.
Oh, no, for sure.
Right here.
For sure.
And we got some other cool shit coming up that maybe we could plug you in with.
Yeah, I've been having some things going on myself. I just started a nonprofit myself. Looking to, like I told you, me understanding, like, myself, like, more as I got older and start traveling. I'm looking to, like, take, like, kids from the age of probably, like, 12, 13 to 17 and take them somewhere and travel, like, you know what I'm saying? And let them see that life is bigger than where we stationed at. Like, it's a million times bigger. I done been to country after country after country. You know what I'm saying? Places I never even imagined of going. So just imagine if I can get some of these kids from everywhere. I don't care where you from. Like, you know, like, if I can take some of them 10 kids across the country or to another country or something, they get to see that and spark their brain. Like, man, when I get back, I got to get some money or something. You know what I'm saying? I got to do something else different.
Or you just see how people live outside of your everyday.
Yeah, and then it just make you want to do more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all expense paid for them. Because, you know, who would turn, if you ask 10 gangsters from every set right now, like, man, I'm going to take you out the country. All paid trip. Would you think anybody would say no?
Right.
Hey, man, we finna go to Africa right quick. We got this nice big mansion. We're gonna stand out there, everything paid for. All you gotta do is come.
Right.
You think anybody would say no? Not even close. When we leaving? So if I can do that with these kids and, like, you know, show them it's different things to do out here than be in the streets, and, man, that's gonna be a blessing. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
I love to hear it, bro. I think given your story and your character and everything you've done, you could be a very powerful influence to some people who really need it, bro.
No, for sure.
Hopefully some of them are watching.
Yeah, man. I might not spark every brain, but one of them is going to hit.
Rest in peace, Tupac, man.
For sure.
Real talk.
Everything, real talk.
Live and direct, man. Frisco's finest, baby. Dregs One,
Hey,
Prezi.
Look, before we leave,
yes,
I want this to be the first place I announce it at, right? Since, you know, we know where we at. D.O., how you feeling? Feeling
great.
Good?
Amazing.
I mean, I just got to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I got my brother, man. We is Gold Plaque Brothers, man. Do Better is officially gold, brother.
Man, we got a lot of people in the building tonight, man. Clap it up.
You mix and mastered that song for me, bro. So, you know, you are a valuable part of that song. I didn't do it by myself, bro. You was a part in that song. So I want to appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for even mixing and mastering it, believing it. Because when you first heard it, you said, this is a hit. This is what he said when he first heard it. So, you know, I just want you to know, we go, brother. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So,
congratulations.
Appreciate it. Congratulations to you too, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
What's up, bro? Hey, Prezi, next time you come back on this podcast, that shit gonna be platinum.
Yeah, you already know, and I'm bringing it, with me. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have he is here somewhere. But you just gotta find a spot to put it, man.
I'm gonna make
just gotta find, just make room for it, man. Just make room for it.
Hell yeah, I love to hear it, man. History of the Bay.
Yeah,
that's some real live Bay Area history right there, man. Prezi, gold artist,
gold artist,
out
man.
of San Francisco,
Harbor Road. I really feel like I was looking into it. Maybe you can help me out with this, D.O. What other artists from San Francisco went gold that you know of?
Rapper.
I
don't know.
Rapper Forte.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
I thought.
Forte?
I don't know.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Is it Prezi? I think the answer might be Prezi, man.
Y'all for having me.
History of the Bay, y'all. We out of here, man. One love.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California, it's a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.